This is my garage here, and you can see I have two garage doors. That's my neighbor here, and if I'm going to get close, I'll let you know where our rats are coming from. When I open the garage, rats are running and going under the water heater. This is my property, one of my properties. And turn out to be when I put here a ramp, under the ramp, I managed to caught a number of rats under the water heater. In addition to it, I put there, if you can see under there, I put a piece of sheetrock. Let me show you where is the piece of sheetrock that I put there. There was no piece of sheetrock, I just put a new piece of sheetrock there. You can see here, okay, the pipe is there, I put it, and I put also a foam here, another foam here. The gray foam is actually a foam that protects you from a cockroach and rats. They cannot eat it, they will die. You can see the remain of it. And what I want to show you here is, in addition to what I'm doing here, I'm putting here a net. That net, it's a metal net. Okay, it's a mesh. And what I'm using is a diamond mesh that I buy from Home Depot or from Lowe's, using for cement. And it's very good for protect you from rat and cockroach and stuff. It's going under the water heater and the furnace. They're going under it because it's hot in the summer. In the winter it's hot, so they're going for shelter, and then they penetrate to your house. In another place it's here. If you look here, you can see here also rat can penetrate. I'm going to put here the mesh also. I want to show you how I'm doing it. Okay, and I cut the mesh. You can cut it with this kind of tool. It's kind of a scissors, but it's a special scissors. Let me show you this scissors. It's a special one to cut metal, but for me, I like to use the grinder. Here is the grinder I'm using. Touchy grinder with a metal blade. You can see the blade here. This blade is special for metal, and it's very easy to cut it. We'll continue. I just let you know that I actually put a 3/4 of a mesh already. Let me show from where the mesh is going here. The mesh is starting from here, okay? And this is the diamond mesh, and it continues until here. I'm going to put the other part now. I'll show you how I'm putting it. But I just want to concentrate what happened inside, under the water heater here and the furnace. Most likely your house, a lot of houses in America and overseas have a water heater and a furnace are in the garage or in other places. Remember, when you have something like that, in the winter they are hot, and rats and other cockroach seek shelter from the cold outside, so they're coming and settle in your property and destroy your property. And besides, they are very dangerous. They carry a lot of diseases, a lot of bacteria and viruses. So remember, you really want to protect yourself, your property, and your family from these creatures. Let me show you what I have inside. If you look inside, you can see a white substance. Okay, that is a boric acid selling in what is called Borax. It's selling on Home Depot. Okay, it's against rats, mice, cockroach and stuff. And here in the corner I put this kind of a bead that's against bait against ants. In any corner I put 4 of them, you can see. So I'm actually protecting myself from cockroach, rats, ants, and other bad creatures that can come to property. So remember, there's boric acid there you're putting inside. I can show you how I put it. And if you can look from here, you can see they are spreading all over. They are using as a barrier. What happened here, the cockroach or the rats can eat it, and what happened, they explode inside. Borax is not poison for human being at all. When they're eating it, they're eating the borax acid, a CO2 is formed in their stomach, and they cannot pass the gas. They explode. It's also not hazard for dogs or cats. It's only for rats and cockroach and ants. So this piece already cut. This is already cut. It's actually 17.5 inches from here and 6 feet. all together, and I'm going to put it on a ramp where the water heater and the furnace are sitting. Okay, what I want to show you I'm cutting pieces. So here's a piece I really want to cut, let's say. Okay, so I'm using the grinder here. Okay, this is the grinder, I'm using the grinder, you can look. I have glasses, very important. There's the piece I cut now just to demonstrate how to do stuff like that. Very easy, everyone can do it. So here's the other piece I want to put here. See this piece? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it here. Okay? And it's going to be wrapped around this area, but I just want to show you what kind of obstacle I have and how this obstacle I'm going to overcome this obstacle. So if you look here, you can see I have a pipe. This is the PVC pipe that's passing the air-conditioned water outside. So in order to actually put it, I cannot cut the PVC. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to really cut a piece here to let it go inside. I'm going to measure it, probably 2.5 inches here from two sides, and then I'm going to cut to put it exactly around this pipe and then push it inside to the wall. Okay, this is very important. You don't really need to have even a quarter of an inch space for these creatures, because rats sometimes can go even to a quarter of an inch or half an inch. They can penetrate, especially the small one. Believe me, they can penetrate, and also can jump maybe, I'm not exaggerating, like 2 feet. So first, before continue, you always have to use gloves. See the special gloves to protect your hand. So one hand I don't use because I really be careful. But if you very careful, maybe you have to use 2 gloves, special gloves for working with metal. So let me show you what I did here. Okay, I cut a piece here. You can see using these scissors. Okay, this cutter. Let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to take this and fit it inside. Okay, so put it here and then push it all the way until the wall. I'm saying until the wall because don't take any chance with this cockroach and rats. They will penetrate eventually. So if you're doing something, do it properly. I'm using a stapler, a special stapler, aluminum. You can see it in what it's called. You can buy this kind of stapler from Home Depot. Okay, and I attach this mesh to the ramp here. You see. Just make it firm. Whenever I staple it, I just go over it, force it inside. So you see that's attached here, it's actually touching the floor here. That will never rust, because stainless steel, so it will never rust. It will last forever. So this piece is finished now. I'm gonna kick it or something. Look how strong it is. So red can never come inside now. Red cannot hit stainless steel metal, but it can hit sheetrock and even cement. See the other piece is overlapped on the other piece. That's okay, it's no problem. So you can have protection here. just smack it a little bit. Now you can go smack it a little bit with an armory somewhere. So this is the steppers I'm using. It's a 3/8 of an inch, 10 millimeter. T50 it's called, in technical language. This one is overlapped. Even though it's overlapped, you have to attach it. So this one is done. You can see it's actually attached, touching the floor and stuff, and now no rats and cockroach and other stuff can go inside, and can still going inside, but there's the borax and the bait, and they will definitely not really exist there for a long time. I want to show you the other area, which is the what is called the furnace there. There's the furnace, and I want to put mesh there also, because remember, rats and cockroaches, but especially rats, can jump easily 2 feet and going behind the furnace. I want to show you what I'm doing to actually overcome it. Okay, I want to actually put this mesh here, will attach here like in an L shape to the furnace and to the board here, the plywood actually, and I'm going to get a protection that's going to be attached to the wall. It's going to touch itself to the wall here, and it will protect the back of the furnace from cockroach and from rats living behind this furnace. Remember, they're looking for shelters. So what they have the heat and they have the moisture for the furnace, and they love it. So they can actually coexist and live there together. I'm going to actually cut this unnecessary piece, okay? And I want to use this piece to protect my back furnace from rats and cockroach. So this one here. Okay. Remember, the shooter is in elevation, that this will not touch the concrete, the blade here. So let's do it. Okay, so I already stapled here. Let me show you stapling here using the staples. You can use galvanized nails if you like, or screws. And here I just put firm. I cannot staple it to the furnace, but I can staple it here to the floor. And the floor, which means it's a kind of a piece of plywood. So if you can see, I cannot even. Here is my screwdriver. My screwdriver cannot even penetrate here. Cannot penetrate here. Rats cannot penetrate inside. Running gear, not penetrate, and no rats and not cockroach will come behind the furnace anymore. So that's it. That is the things that you can protect your garage from rats. So you can see now what's going on. If you're going here, you can see we started from here. Okay, we try with the foam. We put a foam there. There's a special foam against rats and cockroach and mice, whatever, all the creatures. Okay, we put under the ramp borax acid, okay, borax, and we put bait for protecting for ants. And we actually put a mesh, set a mesh around The diamond mesh. Don't buy the other mesh, buy the diamond mesh, it's cheaper. Okay, around this ramp until the hand. Make sure that the mesh touch the floor and nobody can go inside. And we also put a mesh around the furnace here. Just not let rat and cockroach to go behind the furnace. I think this job is done, and I really thank you for watching this video. You will save a lot of money to yourself doing it yourself, and you will see the result very quick, in probably a month or two.